hopefully everyone can see my screen. So this is the flyer that Jess did about referral, the referral flyer. I thought I'd choose the Chinese New Year one because it's almost Chinese New Year. So it seemed appropriate. But whichever time of year it is, you can edit. So you've got like different pictures here. So you can change the pictures, you can change anything. So if you want to change your you can delete the picture of Jess, and if you want you can delete the image and it will leave the frame. So if you just delete the image, you've still got the frame. But if you do lose the frame, you can always go into elements and then type in frames. And there's all sorts of frames. If you click on see all, you can use any frame, any appropriate frame really. I quite like the laptop one, that's kind of cool. But but the one that Jess has put in is good. And then if you let me just go on photos. So you can then go in once you've uploaded your file, an image from your computer of yourself into Canva, then you find the picture. So this is me. And you just kind of hover over the frame and it should go in like that. So just hover, drag it, hover over it, and you can get your picture in there. And then with this, you can click, just click on the text and you can change it. So with Teacher Emma, free trial, it might be a free trial lesson. Has anyone ever used referral flyers before? Let me know in the comments, or you can unmute and tell me.
I have a quick question.
Hi. Yeah.
Hello. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
My question is, I watched the pre-recorded video too,
Yeah.
and what's your advice and Jess's advice? So what should the QR code lead to?
I think the QR code is for WeChat.
So it shouldn't be like a direct link to our classroom. You wouldn't advise that? I mean, I'm asking for your like opinion.
I think I suppose it depends. Like, not everybody teaches Chinese students, but I think it depends. Like for me, I'm going to start marketing on Facebook, and I use Super Teacher as my platform. So I will probably uh, use the link to my schedule on Super Teacher for people to book.
Okay, I use it
or
too.
just like my email so that they can contact me and say, oh look, I got this gift card from can I use it? Yeah, I think the QR code is for WeChat, so that then they're able to scan the QR code and speak to Jess on WeChat.
So
Hi.
hello.
Hi.
Hi. You're talking to me.
Okay, so anyone else got any questions?
So
Okay, is it Nagina? Nagina, hi.
Yeah, I was going to answer the other gentleman's question, because in my mind I was thinking that QR code leads you to your WeChat. When it comes to your WeChat, the potential client's gonna join your WeChat and can become in future your customer, or they might pass it on to another person that they may know. That they can
Yeah.
actually- that's what I'm thinking, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
because I've just joined, you've just got that something on Canva. When do they actually get their holidays? I know it's sometime in February, but when in February do they have the holidays?
Someone did tell me. I think it was.
Sorry.
It is. It's in February. I think it's about in a couple
it
of
mid?
weeks.
About mid-February, right? Okay. So
Yeah.
when they have these holidays in February, how long are their holidays? Is it a week like we have in
It
England?
doesn't matter.
I
Sorry?
think some people take like a month off. Some people take a week off. I think it depends. Like in my experience of working with a company with Chinese kids, usually they take a week off. But I know
Right.
some people take longer. So I guess it depends on them.
Someone's actually written 10th of February.
Oh, 10. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I knew it was like
Chinese New Year.
a couple of weeks time because yes, someone who's Chinese told me. So yeah, so basically Canva's just great. I love it. Like you can add headings. Also, I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned, but the branding's quite good, but you have to have what's called Pro for that. But like if I wanted to, this is quite good in these colors for Chinese New Year, but if I want to like make the title a different color, I might use my brand colors, which are these. So you can make a brand kit if you've got a Canva Pro. If you haven't got Canva Pro, you can't. But so I usually change my colors into my 3 brand colors as well. And also the pictures, so you can easily change the pictures. You can just delete, and then if you want to find a different picture, you can just go into elements, and then
Is that all for Pro?
no, in the so if you want to let's think of something to look for. Let's Chinese New Year. So it will show graphics, photos, even got frames. So if you click see all, the ones for Pro there's like a crown on them, but if it's free, then they don't have the crown. So like you can have this one's free. This one is only for Pro. So yeah, it depends whether you've got Pro or not. And you can choose a different picture. So you might want this one instead. And you can put it here. Yes, what's your question? Is it Goran?
Yep. I have a question for everybody. I mean, it's a question for you too. I saw that Canva Pro is free for educators, and I applied for it. So has anyone tried to do this?
I did, but I got refused because I've got personal email, not a school or college email. I thought you had to
Okay,
have
and did you try to apply in spite of that, like to provide them with some certificate of some proof that you work at a school or that you're a teacher,
which I
that you have
don't,
a
as I
school,
said,
something?
I don't work. I've got the teaching qualifications, but I used to work at college and I used to have it. But soon as I left college, I stopped teaching at college. I didn't have that email address. So I tried to apply with my personal email address and I got refused because it's not a professional email.
After how many days did
Yes.
you get the reply?
What do you mean?
Like, did you get the negative response after a day, after 2 days, after 5 or 6 days?
I
Right
think I got
away.
a response after about 2-3 days.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Anyone
Okay,
else tried to
Yes,
get?
me. I tried, and they said that you have to be affiliated to a school.
Yes.
As a tutor, they won't accept it. Even I'm a qualified teacher with 35 years experience. They would not accept it because I'm no longer affiliated to an actual school.
And you don't have the profession. But
okay,
if you
I've
have,
got one, and I actually just sent my contract for the company that I work for, and they approved mine.
oh,
Well, that's interesting because usually when you want to register, you have to fill in your data and they ask what school you belong to or where do you work, et cetera, et cetera. And then if you say that you are a private or whatever, then they will say no.
Yes.
But
No,
that is
I agree.
interesting what you said, because I was last year, well, this year I'm doing my own stuff, but last year I was working at school. And I'm gonna try with my email address because I still have the email address for the school, since they keep on phoning me to help them with the systems there. So
yes. you
maybe it's
can
gonna
do
work.
that.
That's a
And
good
then another
tip.
thing,
Thank you.
do you, sorry for interrupting. If you have a child who's a student, if that child uses their school email address, you could get in that way. But that's if you have a child who's at school and a child has an email, or if your child has a college email address or a university email
Yeah,
address.
but it would be different. The Canva is different for different platforms. So the teacher
Right.
one has for teachers, which I've got. And all I did was I emailed them the contract with the company I work for in China and Vietnam, and they approved it within 2 days.
Right, okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh,
worth
okay.
It's not that much different to the normal one. I've got to be honest. So even the normal one, you can create amazing things and not have an educational one. There's only a few templates that are different, but there's not that much that varies from one to the other.
Yeah, I just like using a lot of the best pictures. I always find that they're the pro ones.
Yeah, and you can Google it. You can Google any picture and then you just take the background off
Yeah.
and you put it into Canva, you upload it, and it works like a charm.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, when you use the yeah. Okay, so so here basically from so you write your student's name. Obviously with China you can write next to it everything, translate everything into Chinese, and there's a frame here again so you can move your picture onto it. Let's have a look at the other let me stop sharing a minute so I can find the other template. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Here we are. Okay. So this is the other template. Let me share that one. Okay. So this is for testimonials. So has anybody ever shared their testimonial before? No. Anyone ever had any success from sharing a testimonial? No. Okay. So I've shared testimonials before. I quite like this template that Jess has done because it's I just like the look. I just think it's quite visually appealing, and I like the speech marks here. She does have another template, so she's got 5 templates. She's for the referral and then 2 templates for the testimonials. So here she just used a Magic Media. So if you go into apps and type in Magic Media and then open or download it, then you can basically just type in anything you want. So you might want Asian child holding certificate, because you might not have permission to use the actual picture of the child. So you can just pretend, no one would know. Just pretend that that's the child. It takes a while to generate, but if you delete the image from here, you can then, or actually, this one is a blank one below, so you can just type, so you can get your image. So it might be, this one's quite cute. You can put that in and then type in whatever the testimonial is in here. So sometimes you might need to use a text box. But you just kind of play around with it a bit, yeah, so we just basically type the testimonial into here, and it's kind of pretty straightforward, really. And if you want to change, if you have your own brand colors, or yeah, or if you have a brand kit because you've got Pro, great. But if not, you might just want to use the same colors. Or you don't necessarily have to have the brand kit. You could just have certain colors that you use all the time. So I might change this background to blue. These are pretty much my brand colors anyway. And you might want to, that could be yellow. This bit I might want orange. And this bit might be yellow as well. And then I'll just type in my testimonial and share it. So does anyone have any ideas of where you might share a testimonial? You can write in the chat or
Share it on WeChat, if you've got your Facebook page.
yeah.
Share it in there. Share it with, if you've done it, I was going to say ebook. I'm not sure what ebook. When your customers want to know any feedback you've had from the clients or customers, you can show it in there.
Yeah. If anyone says, yeah, do you have anything from other parents who've taken lessons with you? You can say, oh yeah, these are some of my testimonials. Yeah. And Facebook, TikTok, ask the parent who provided the testimonial, share on their social media. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Instagram, Xiaohongshu. Is Magic AI available on free Instagram stories? I'm not really sure. I'm not very up on Instagram. I tend to use Facebook, even like personally, I use Facebook as well rather than Instagram. So I'm not too sure about that one. If anyone else has any idea, if anyone knows anything else about Instagram, then feel free to share. Can you take a testimonial from one of your company? Yeah, I've done that before. Oh yeah, sorry, I will share the template for the for this testimonial. Yeah, I've shared testimonials from so with the company I'm with on Classin, they I have a student who often will write me a message at the end of every lesson. So she might say that she enjoyed it, or sometimes the parents have written things, and I've just basically copied and pasted those into a testimonial, because it's still a testimonial, even though it's from a company, it's still someone that you've taught, and they're happy with what you've done. So yeah, I would. And do you suggest screenshots of students' testimonials or just write it out? I think personally, I think it looks a bit more professional if you write it out. So if you do it on a template like this, I suppose you can do screenshots because it shows the authenticity of it, I suppose, like that you're not making it up. But I prefer to write. I prefer to do it in templates just because it just looks more professional. Okay, let me share the link for this as well. So they are all in the course. They're all
So
just,
another way that you
they're all just here in the launch course, so day 10. And then if you go down, they're just here. So I think this one was template 2.
I think you've done really well today. Thank you so much.
That's all right. Thanks everybody for coming. See, have a good weekend, everyone. Bye. Bye.